guys, welcome to our fifth video of the Computer Lab section. In last video, we write a function that calculates the return by taking the price of a stock, and you will output the return of the price for one stock, and then we use a supply to apply such functions to each column of data frame. Utilizing the facts that data frame itself is a list of the columns. So in this video, we're going to use similar approach to compute the summary statistics. So let's start with the built-in function mean, standard deviation, and variance in R. So as you can see, if we provide the numeric factors, say perhaps it's not that great. We would like to compute the mean of return, right? Yeah. And you can see that by supplying the return of AN, it generates something more sensible. But for if we provide the return of IBN, somehow it generates NA. That is because the return of IBN itself contains NA. So if you you can choose is.NA. Yeah, let's copy and paste. It's too much, so let's use some. Okay, so as we can see, there are 63 missing observations for price of IBN. So in that case, how should we do? We can check the documentations. Fortunately for these utility functions that operate on the numeric factors, they tend to have an option, argument say na.rm, which can allow us to, if we say it to be true, it's going to remove all observations that has missing value before the computation start. So let's try. Previously, if we simply provide the numeric factor that contains missing value, is going to give us NA. But if we set na.rm is equals to true, it will first remove those missing for the values that have missing value, and then it will compute the mean. Yeah, it will calculate the mean for you. So similarly, for SD, for standard deviations, they have similar argument, not similar argument. They have the excess arguments and as well as variance. So we could we could actually as the logic of the last videos, we can compute the mean, variance, standard deviations one by one for each stock, but it's going to be repetitive and easy to generate errors. So we can use one function to do all the work for us. So again, we write a function out_summary that allow us to control the na.rm, and we will simply set the default value to be true, and then now we define the function, and it can be seen here. So if we apply this to the price of IBN, say, it will actually generate the Yeah, it would actually generate the return, variance, and standard deviations of the price of IBM for us. And we don't need to provide the arguments for this function, because it is by default we set it as to be true, and it's going to be passed to the na.rm here. Okay, so again, like we can use sapply to apply the function we wrote to each column in the return matrix, except for the first column, because the first column is date. So it's going to be a list of a list of return matrix except for the first element in the list, and the true is going to be passed here. Actually, it is not necessary. Like if you run it like this, it's going to generate the summary statistics for each stock.